Hey guys, welcome to my channel! This is a Twin Flames reading, Messages from Divine Feminine. Hello, I am Divine Feminine. In case you're new here and you did not know that, that's right, I am so-called Divine Feminine, and my twin flame, who is a woman, is what you call Divine Masculine. Guys, you are your twin flame. You are your twin flame. The labels are simply that. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. The labels aren't necessarily bad, but, you know, if you take them literally, they're not really helping you because it's not really based on sexual gender. And here's another thing. Even the label twin flame itself, watch out for that. Oh, we are twins. We, two of us, we are twins. There's two of us. That's the whole problem. See, you and your twin flame are the same soul, right? It's one soul, two bodies. Everybody knows that. Now, at the level of the soul, there is nothing separate from you, right? At the level of the soul, there's unity, union, and that's an ancient spiritual concept right there. Now, when you exist through the personality or the ego, they call that separation consciousness, right? Separation, and that's not necessarily bad. It's just there's me and there's you and we are separate. There's we. We are twins. There's me and there's you. And that's the only way that the mind, the ego, personality, remember, you are body, mind, soul. Remember that? Okay. The mind, ego, personality is only equipped to look at things through separation. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not necessarily bad, because there's you in your physical body, and then you see your twin flame in their physical body, and the mind looks at that, and here comes the narrative that you're already thinking. As I'm talking, you're sitting there thinking, well, but there is another person. How do I not see it that way? Right, that's a train of thought, and I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying you're doing it wrong. I'm just pointing out that that's what is happening, right? That's just what that is. Now, the soul, which is who you really are at your core, because remember, the body and the mind are like a spacesuit that you have. You have a body and a mind. You are the consciousness, the soul. That's what you are. Always have been, always will be. Okay? The soul is unity consciousness. So when you no longer derive your very personality, or not personality, that's the wrong word. When you no longer derive your very sense of self from the personality, when you instead derive your sense of self from the soul, which is consciousness, the awareness, the conscious observer, the silent witness, which witnesses and watches thought. When you derive your sense of self from that instead, that's unity consciousness. And energetically, you shift into that, and you recognize that you already are not separate from your twin flame, who is another incarnation of your soul. That's why I'm always telling you guys that the twin flame journey is really just the true spiritual journey. Right? And there's a reason I'm the world's #1 twin flame coach. And I'm not saying that to brag, guys. I'm not better than anybody else. But my core message is different than everybody else when it comes to the topic of twin flames, right? When it comes to the topic of twin flames, my core message is different, because I recognize the difference between the mind, ego, personality, and the true self, which is the soul, consciousness. And if it is true that you and your twin flame are the same soul, and it is true, that's where you go, you guys. You go inward into the soul, which is what you are, leaving behind identification with the mind, the ego, the personality, which is no different than traditional Zen spiritualism. It is the exact same core teaching as traditional Zen spiritualism. Exactly the same, guys. What I teach about twin flames is identical at its core to Buddhism, the Tao, Jesus, Hare Krishna, Eckhart Tolle, Charlotte Jocko Beck, Michael Singer, John Kabat-Zinn, right? Hare Krishna, Paramahansa Yogananda, Krishnamurti, right? Not the fruity, new agey stuff, not the pop culture spiritualism that we see on the internet, which is really psychology and or metaphysics. Could be psychology and metaphysics combined or one or the other, right? No problem. No problem. Somebody wants to do those things, no problem. Those things are not bad, but interestingly, those things don't even really work very well unless you align with the consciousness of the true self, which is your soul, which is your twin flame. First, you got to do that first. You cannot Joe Dispenza your mind unless you Eckhart Tolle yourself first. And that kind of looks like where this reading is going, actually. Interestingly, this is going to be a pretty terrific reading, it looks like. How about that? So I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm simply inviting you to try something new, guys. Try something new. Try something new. Well, oh my damn. Divine Feminine, you are mastering this with your twin flame and moving towards union. King of Cups, mastering. What do you think the King of Cups represents? I know what it represents. Bow chicka bow bow. Bow bow. Bow chicka bow bow. Bow bow. So, Divine Masculine, the wheels are falling off that situation. They're walking. They're done. They've pretty much had it. You, Divine Feminine, are the cause. Divine Masculine is the effect. Do you understand? At the level of the body and the mind, there is duality. And this is what the Five of Swords is actually trying to say right now. Recent past, you've recognized that there is something deeper going on here. And even though it was a very petulant battle, you did gain something very valuable from it, right? Even if you don't fully realize that, you do understand what I'm saying, or I should say more correctly, know what I'm saying at a deeper level. You are your twin flame, right? This is a spiritual journey, and I'm not talking about healing and clearing karma and fixing your chakras, not the pop culture, new agey stuff, which again isn't necessarily bad. But again, that stuff, like I said during the intro to this video, that stuff doesn't even work for you unless you increase your consciousness first. Shift out of the ego, shift out of the duality of thought, of the metaphysical first, and increase your consciousness, which is your soul, which is your twin flame. Now, in your life situation, 3D situation, so-called karmic situation, whatever you want to call it, Divine Feminine, you, recent past, Nine of Cups, next to the Page of Wands. Right, so this is a new undertaking of satisfaction. You recognize that even as things fall apart for you, that you're going places. And at the same time, the mind is sitting there asking you, how do you know that? Yet, this knowing remains. Do you understand what I'm saying out there in YouTube land? Please comment in the comments section below if you understand what I'm saying. There's this doubt going on. The mind is there with its narrative. How do you know that? I don't know. I doubt that this is going to be good. But in your heart, and maybe even in your gut, you feel this knowing that you're on some kind of a new path of general fulfillment in your life. And the mind still continues to doubt and question. How do you know that? What if it doesn't happen? Right? Here comes the thought-based narrative. Now remember, you are body, mind, soul. You're not just body and mind, guys. So any thoughts that you have are the mind. That deeper intuition is soul. And by the way, the soul is your twin flame. You and your twin flame are the same soul. Your twin flame is just another incarnation of your soul. Okay, Queen of Wands next to the Seven of Pentacles. So, recent past towards your divine masculine, so-called divine masculine. It's not really based on gender, but I use that terminology still because you guys, you kind of know what I'm talking about still, right? Okay, towards your twin flame. Queen of Wands, recent past, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Right. So, understanding that there is something deeper going on here. And I'll tell you what, guys. I posted a replay of a live Q&A that I did back in November, this past Tuesday here. I'm going to take it down midday tomorrow, Monday. And it was a good one, guys. I went deep into what is the soul? You gotta recognize what that is, guys. Remember, you and your twin flame are the same soul. Now, I'll tell you what the soul is not. It is not thought. You cannot really understand it because understanding is the mind. This is not a journey of the mind. This is a journey of the soul. That's why all of this strange knowing and intuition is going on for you, because at a deeper level, you know this connection is something deeper than the connection itself. You are mastering this and moving towards union, divine feminine. You just need to practice a little bit more patience. That's why the Seven of Pentacles comes out in the reverse like this. But this is all about you. What is you? What is that? What is the self? Consciousness. No healing, no clearing karma, no fixing childhood wounds, none of that stuff. Okay? You and your twin flame are the same conscious essence. All right? This is the core message of traditional Zen spiritualism. There is no other. So, for example, when you say, we are twins, right off the bat, that is the mind. Remember, this is not a journey of the mind. This is a journey of the soul. Come on, camera. We are twins. There's me and there's my twin flame. We are twins. That's the mind. I'm not saying that's bad, that's just what that is. The mind can't see it any other way. There's me and there's the other. They call that separation consciousness in ancient Zen spiritualism, which is exactly what this is. This is the core teaching that I bring you of twin flames, which is different from everything else you've seen. However, at the level of the soul, you are not separate from them. You are your twin flame, right? That's why the King of Cups comes out at the bottom of the deck. Okay? You are your twin flame. You're starting to know that at the deeper level. It is not understood through the mind. It is known, it is experienced, it is felt as the self, the soul. Remember, you and your twin flame are the same soul. This person is another incarnation of your soul. That's all this is. Now, Chariot, at the very center of the reading, current energy, right. I don't know where this is going, but I'm going to go ahead and move forward with it. Listen to the things I'm saying, guys. The Oracle is trying to tell you that. Go watch my free coaching videos, guys. Try me out. Try it. I'm not better than anybody else, but I am different. Try it out. See for yourself. Go to my channel, go to the playlist menu, and look for the playlist called How to Get Your Twin Flame. And peruse that, cruise through there. You'll see. I mean, first of all, my approach is science-based. Twin flames is real, and I can explain it. Also, physics is starting to come online with these deeper ancient spiritual concepts that have been talked about for tens of thousands of years. It's about time, science guys. Science actually came from philosophy, and it appears that science is going to be returning to that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just do a quick Google search on something called information realism. Okay? You are your twin flame. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to move forward anyway. And by the way, the chariot is telling you, it's going to work. So I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, guys, but try it out. I'm just inviting you to try it out. Go watch my free coaching videos and see. You'll see what my core message is. And if you really met your twin flame, bam, your twin flame is going to come in faster and faster all the time. Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, towards your current life situation. So already new beginnings are being born, even if you're not really fully aware of it yet, but I think you are. I mean, there is this Ace of Pentacles, by the way. So whatever it is that's going on in your life situation, and guys, remember, just be creative. Change is perfectly natural. The ego does not like change, but guess what? Change is the only constant. That is true. Sometimes you got to tear down the old piece of shit shack first to build the big, beautiful crystal castle in its place towards divine masculine. The high priestess in reverse and temperance, right. So you've got the right idea by trying to slow down your internal energy, take a step back and look at this for what it really is and bring some levity to it. But the high priestess in reverse, you got to tune up your inner space and trust your gut, guys. Trust your heart. Trust your inner sense. The soul itself is sense itself. Remember, you and your twin flame are two incarnations of the same soul. Get in tune with that. You're right for slowing down. That's great. That is exactly how you do this, guys. These are ancient, ancient teachings. And again, am I even a twin flame teacher? The core teaching of ancient Zen spiritualism, Buddhism, the Tao, right, etc., Jesus, Hare Krishna, Eckhart Tolle, right, all those guys. The core of what they teach and the core of what I teach you about twin flames is identical. Why is that? Because your twin flame is your soul. What else would the core teaching be? Bam! Guys, also you can sign up for my paid coaching. It's not expensive. It's super affordable. Oh my God, I don't charge thousands of dollars. Fuck that all to hell, guys. I'm never going to charge thousands of dollars. You can go to my website right now and read testimonials from my students who are with their twin flame. You can also look around my YouTube channel, including the aforementioned How to Get Your Twin Flame playlist. And there are some success story videos on there. I've got students that are married to their twin flame. I've coached almost 5,000 people now. I'm the world's leading twin flame coach. I'm not saying that to brag. It's just, I don't know, sometimes people like proof. Other times people don't give a shit about the proof. They want to see what the core message is. So I'm like, here you go. Here's the core message. And then here you go. Here's a bunch of proof here for whichever personality type you are. Go check it out. I'm saying this for your benefit. You're looking around on the internet trying to figure out what the hell to do. There's a million conflicting messages from people on the internet about what to do. You're looking at me like, well, Kurt, you are just another guy on the internet. Well, yes, that is true. So here's a bunch of resources. Yes, this works. I've got a long track record. Go sign up for my paid coaching right now, and you can get $50 off when you pay in full. Sign up today, pay in full, no coupon code needed, $50 off when you pay in full. Get the gold package. It's only another $50 versus the silver package, and you get 2 months of the group coaching calls included with your original purchase. But hey, silver package, no problem, guys. You still get a week to try out the group coaching calls, and if you like them, and I guarantee you will, then it's only $44 a month to continue. So I make it super, super affordable. I also have payment plans. If you cannot pay in full, if you still can't afford my already super affordable prices, no problem. If you got $60, 70 bucks, no problem, guys. I'll take the total package price and break it down into 6 easy to digest payments of $60 or $70, and you get full access to the online video course for life. As soon as you're paid up, it's yours to keep forever. Even with your first payment, with the payment plan, I will give you full access. You can start watching the 8.5-hour long Introduction to the Journey online video course right now. I will give you action steps you can implement right now to make the necessary lifestyle changes to shift energetically out of the mind and into the soul, which is what causes your twin flame to unblock you, start chasing you, start talking to you. And I'll even coach you through the little back and forth phase where they start coming in and then they pull away and then they come in and then they pull away and then they come in. But every time they get closer and closer and closer. And then after a while, and it's not even that much time, they stay and they never leave, guys. They never leave. My twin flame, of course, permanently in my life, and yours can be too, guys. When you're done watching the instructional video course, you and I get to talk either in a one-on-one or in a group setting on my Get Your Twin Flame spiritual coaching calls, up to 4 calls a week. That's like 8 additional hours. In addition to the 8.5-hour long video course that you get to keep forever, it's like 8 more hours of live coaching. The calls are recorded. The call times are staggered no matter where you are in the world, Europe, Asia, I don't care. There's a call time that works for you. I promise. I promise. Even if there's not, somehow, by the grace of God, who cares? The calls are recorded. There's also the secret Facebook group, not my public New World All-Star Facebook group, but my private, closed, secret Facebook group for paying students, your friends, family. Nobody can see that you're in there. Nobody can see what you're doing in there. It's all secret. You can get in there any time of the day, anywhere in the world. Tag us, ask us your questions. I've got 2 coaches assisting me on the calls. Even if I'm not around, you can talk to them. Tag them in the Facebook group. I handpicked them. They are former students. I trained them myself. And there's even a community, over 380 students last time I checked, in that Facebook group on the calls. You get in there, you ask a question. There's people that have been there for years, guys. If you ask a question, you're going to get the right answer from myself, from my coaches, from the 2 students. There's a ton of books for you to read. There's the videos, exclusive content. I got it all, guys. Look at this. Flip it upside down. Guys, this is kind of where I've been going with this reading, actually. Flip it upside down. Question your beliefs. Remember, you are not separate from your twin flame. You are one being. The mind is what says you are separate. Body, mind, soul. You are not your mind. You are the consciousness, the soul, which is your twin flame. The mind says that there are 2 of you, and the mind is not capable of understanding how it can be that you are one. You have to experience it at the level of the soul. You cannot think your way into that. This is not a journey of the mind. This is a journey of the soul. Message: what's true in the ordinary world is flipped on its head in the extraordinary world of dreams and the heroic life of magic and miracles. See, I told you. In ordinary life, it seems instinctual to run from things that scare you, but when you face those fears in a dream, you increase your personal power. In dreams, the tragedy of fire, flood, and destruction can symbolize rapid change and new birth. If you get stuck in black and white thinking, all you have to do is flip yourself upside down, literally or figuratively, to see the world from a dream's perspective. When the sky becomes the ground and the ground becomes the sky, you realize you have the freedom and the ability to flip reality, so-called reality, on its head. No matter how rigid the belief or experience, it's just waiting for you to turn it around. It's all his fault becomes it's all my responsibility, and she doesn't love me transforms into I am loved more than I could ever perceive. Bingo! Your soul is your goal, guys, not your twin flame physical person. You got to take all of your focus off the physical person. You already know that you got to detach. Many of you watching already understand these principles. If you take your focus off the physical person and stop making the physical person the goal, and instead go within and make your very soul your goal, that's when your twin flame shows up. That's when they unblock you. That's when they start chasing you. That's all you got to do, guys. So, Nine of Wands, don't give up, Divine Feminine. There's no turning back. Stay in your spiritual sphere, okay? Towards your life situation, it's not as bad as it looks. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Remember, beauty is coming my way. Towards Divine Masculine, this is a rebirth, guys. They're coming back, and it's going to be pretty fucking soon. Okay, if yesterday's and Friday's reading was any indication, the Ace of Swords and the Empress, you are creating union, Divine Feminine. Literally. Why are you creating that? Because you're starting to recognize that you already are your twin flame. You already are in union. You are unity consciousness at the level of the soul. You are your twin flame. That's all there is to this, guys. It really is that simple. You already are not separate from them. There is no separation. That is the illusion. That's the narrative of the mind. Guys, hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. Also, please don't forget to hit the bell notification icon button when you subscribe, because if you don't hit the bell button, you will not get notifications whenever I post one of my beautiful YouTube videos. I'll be back tomorrow for another awesome twin flame coaching video. Bye!